Most people think a luxury car means a Mercedes, BMW, or Porsche. But in the world of serious money, those are only the first few steps. Above them are cars built for collectors, billionaires, and people who do not just buy vehicles. They buy status, rarity, and control. Some of these cars cannot be bought at all. Not with 8 figures, not with 9. You have to be invited. Today we are breaking down the 7 levels of luxury cars nobody explains, from a badge anyone can afford, to one car, built for one person, costing $18 million. Here is the key idea most people miss. At the bottom of this ladder, money buys you a car. At the top, the car proves you belong to a club. Let's start at level 1. Roughly $35,000 to $60,000. This is where the badge appears. A Chrysler 300, a Lincoln Nautilus, a loaded trim of a brand that wants to sound premium. But here is what most buyers do not know. At this level, you are not really buying a luxury car. You are buying a costume. The Chrysler 300 shares its bones with the Dodge Charger. The Lincoln Nautilus shares its platform with the Ford Edge. Quilted seats, more chrome, a softer ride. But underneath, it is the same mass-market car your neighbor drives. And that is the point of level 1. It is participation. You get the feeling of luxury without the cost of luxury. But this is only the first step. Mid-tier luxury, roughly $50,000 to $80,000. This is the Infiniti QX60, the Cadillac XT6, vehicles that look the part. The badge is real, the price is real. But there is a quiet problem at this level. The luxury runs out before you finish driving the car. Infiniti is built on Nissan bones. Cadillac shares parts with GM's volume divisions. Press the accelerator hard, and the engine drones in a way no real luxury car ever should. The cabin looks expensive. The drivetrain remembers it is not. This is what insiders call brand decay, a badge that promises more than the engineering can deliver. Above level 2, the cars stop borrowing parts. They start being designed from scratch. Rational luxury, roughly $60,000 to $90,000. Lexus RX, Acura MDX, Volvo XC90. This is the tier the smart buyer chooses. No drama, no flash, just reliability, resale value, and a cabin that ages well. The Lexus RX is the best-selling luxury SUV on Earth for a reason. It almost never breaks. The Volvo XC90 sells minimalism, calm interiors, and Scandinavian design as a lifestyle. But notice what is happening here. Level 3 buyers are not chasing status. They are chasing the absence of problems. This is luxury as engineering. Quiet, anonymous, almost invisible. And that is exactly why the next level exists. Because for some buyers, being invisible is not the point. Flagship luxury, roughly $120,000 to $250,000. This is where the names everyone recognizes finally show up. Mercedes-Benz S-Class, Porsche 911 Turbo S, Audi R8. This is the default car for the successful executive, the founder after the exit, the surgeon, the partner at the firm. It is the most engineered tier of the entire ladder. The S-Class introduces technologies that take 10 years to reach normal cars. The 911 Turbo S can out-accelerate supercars costing 3 times as much and still drive to the grocery store. But here is the hidden truth about level 4. These cars are built for the driver. They are technical, precise, daily. Above this, the logic changes completely. Because the buyer is no longer the driver. Personalized luxury, roughly $250,000 to $700,000. Ferrari 296 GTB, Bentley Continental GT, Rolls-Royce Ghost. At this level, the factory stops selling you a car. It starts selling you a configuration. Bentley calls this Mulliner. Inside the Mulliner workshop, a buyer can choose from 46 billion possible combinations of leather, wood, stitching, and trim. To put that number in perspective, you have a better chance of finding someone with the same Starbucks order than someone with the same Bentley. And the buyers know it. One recent customer paid £480,000 for a Bentley featuring wood panels harvested from his own private forest, the tree from his estate, stitched into the headrests as a custom emblem. This is where comfort stops being a feature. It becomes a signature. But level 5 is still something you can walk in and order. The next level is different. The loyalty economy. Roughly $500,000 to $4 million. Ferrari 12 Cilindri, Ferrari SF90XX, Lamborghini Revuelto. At level 6, the rules of buying change entirely. You are no longer a customer. You are a candidate. Walk into a Ferrari dealership with $5 million in cash and ask for the new 12 Cilindri. They will smile, hand you a coffee, and politely explain that the allocation is closed. Because at this level, Ferrari does not sell to whoever pays the most. They sell to whoever has already proven their loyalty. The strategy is simple. You buy a level 4 Ferrari, then a level 5. You attend the events. You keep the cars. And only then, after years of being a good citizen of the brand, do you get the invitation. The Ferrari Daytona SP3, the most powerful naturally aspirated engine Ferrari has ever built, was priced at $2.3 million. Today it trades for over $4 million. But you cannot buy one on the open market without a multi-year history of owning the lower tiers first. This is what insiders call the access economy. The lower cars are not products, they are collateral. Ferrari has even made this a public strategy. They pledge to always sell one car fewer than the market demands. Scarcity, by design. And above this, at the very top, even loyalty is not enough. The Bespoke peak. Roughly $1 million to $20 million and beyond. This is Bugatti La Voiture Noire. Bentley Mulliner Bespoke. Rolls-Royce coach-built one-offs. At this level, the car is no longer the product. The position is the product. La Voiture Noire, French for the black car, was sold for approximately $18.7 million. One car, one buyer, built to honor a single Bugatti from the 1930s that disappeared during the Second World War. There is exactly one of them on Earth. Rolls-Royce takes this even further. One customer recently commissioned a paint job using over 1,000 crushed diamonds, mixed directly into the lacquer, hand-painted layer by layer. Another commissioned a starlight headliner, a roof lined with hundreds of fiber-optic lights, configured to match the exact night sky above their hometown on the night they were born. This is no longer transportation. This is no longer even luxury in the way most people use the word. This is a private story, built from carbon fiber and leather, that only one person on Earth gets to live inside. And the most surprising part, these buyers are not advertising. They are not posting these cars on social media. They are not parking them outside restaurants. Many of these vehicles are never seen in public at all. Because at level 7, the audience is not the world. The audience is the buyer.
So look at the full ladder. At level 1, you are buying a costume, the feeling of luxury without the cost. At level 2, you are buying a badge that the engineering cannot quite back up. At level 3, you are buying the absence of problems. At level 4, you are buying engineering at its peak. At level 5, you are buying a signature, a car configured for you and no one else. At level 6, you are buying access, the right to even be allowed near the car. And at level 7, you are buying a story, one that only you get to read. That is the hidden ladder behind luxury cars. Not 7 price tags, 7 different things being sold, dressed up to look like the same product. That is Jack tier theory, where every tier makes sense. If this changed how you see the world of luxury, subscribe. Next, we break down the 7 levels of private jets. Most people never see past level 2,